Hello there, my very good friends. On today's afternoon news video, WWE has finally figured Charlotte Flair out.
CM Punk buries Dominik Mysterio.
Jordynne Grace effectively took a pay cut to join WWE.
And we have a very important update on Kevin Owens' son. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm Andy Murray.
This is the afternews.
Hello, let's talk Charlotte Flair.
Oh, tricky one this.
Yeah, really complex puzzle to solve.
Can you crack the code? I assume WWE have had people like big supercomputers.
It's like that
How
thing.
do we do? What do we do with it?
That Benedict Cumberbatch thing in the war, isn't it?
Yes.
That big calculator he had. Right, they figured it out, they've cracked the code, they've done what they were kind of forced to do because, I mean, she can't be a babyface.
She only gets cheered in NXT and they're just sealed.
Yeah. It's like the press conferences after the pay-per-views. But WWE have pivoted away, apparently, from the idea of promoting Charlotte Flair as a babyface.
Hey, you finally figured it out.
Heading into WrestleMania. This is from Dr. Scoops himself.
Yeah, the doctor's back in.
He is Chris Featherstone reporting on Backstage Pass that while he had heard of WWE's plans to push Charlotte maybe as a babyface with Tiffany Stratton in the other side, now the company plans. Now the company apparently plans on using her more as a heel in the feud.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Who could have seen this coming?
Yeah, so I mean, they had no choice. They simply could not present Charlotte as a babyface. We saw it last week, right? We made a video on it. Loads of people watched it. It did really well.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, yeah. Where she got that promo on Raw and she was shooting for sympathy.
Understandable sympathy.
Yeah, she's been out for a year. It's been a rough time. It was also the day her divorce went public,
Yeah.
so it was a bit like, this is a bit mean, guys. But at the same time, she didn't present herself in a particularly sympathetic light.
No.
It's, she's a better heel than a face. And her winning the Royal Rumble wasn't universally popular either. So it was a bit difficult, and she couldn't really swing it around. This week on SmackDown, she did NXT as well, but this week on SmackDown, she was definitely a lot more heelish.
Yeah.
Although she opened up by going, "You guys can't make up your mind about me," and I was like, "No, what? What do you mean? Everyone's booing. Everyone's booing. Like, what's going on?"
No one divides the audience like John Cena. Yeah, booing.
Yeah, exactly. And then Tiffany came out. Tiffany was a bit arsey with her. Charlotte buried her. Like, just went, "Oh no, you speak when I tell you."
You have to work her. You still have to work her.
Yeah,
Give her a heel.
You just cut her down. It was brutal.
You're worse than crap on my shit. Well, she's the world champion, so let's...
Yeah, simmer down a little bit. Maybe don't John Cena her.
Yeah.
But it was a more natural presentation.
Yeah.
So, look, if they're pivoting towards Charlotte being a heel, it's always going to be good because she is better at it. In fact, I think she's the best heel in the division.
Yeah.
Like, off the top of my head, I can't name a better one. So why would you not use her in that role? It sometimes reminds me a little bit of, remember when Logan Paul started out and he was like, "I want to be a babyface." And I was like, "What?
Nope.
What? Everyone knows what you've done, brother."
You do know you're on YouTube, right?
Yeah, you're also, by being on YouTube, and I put us in that category as well, but by being a person who became famous on YouTube, we're not famous, but you are automatically one of the most annoying people on earth.
Yeah.
We're
available on Cameo as well. So.
Yeah, exactly. Look us up. But yeah, it's sometimes people are maybe get a bit of, I want to be the hero, I want to be the big damn heroic figure in this story. But really, they're better at being evil.
Do you think, I'm putting my conspiracy hat on somewhat here, do you think WWE sort of knew this was what was going to happen? But to appease Charlotte Flair, because all the reports leading up to her return was like, she wants to come back, she wants to face someone, that's probably not going to work out, she's going to end up facing Tiffany, but she wants to be the babyface in that.
Yeah.
Do you think WWE went, yeah, let's do that? And you'll definitely be received as a babyface, that's fine. Because we all saw this coming. Great to see her back. Obviously, she had a tough personal time outside of it, but still, coming back, winning the Royal Rumble, if you're Charlotte Flair, is only going to lead to more of a heel reaction.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think this is by far the best way of doing it. There was speculation about whether or not you go, all right, well, she's going to be heel, she should work Rhea Ripley, which would have been awesome as well. But the one thing they couldn't do was force her through as a babyface. I think heel Charlotte Flair versus babyface Tiffany Stratton is going to be one of the best matches on WrestleMania weekend. Yeah,
and it's something they don't really do anymore. They don't really force stuff. Like, if the crowd reaction isn't there, they usually just move on to something else. the era of Roman Reigns as the babyface forced down your throat, or John Cena, the eternal Superman push, it's largely done.
Yeah.
There are people who have certain agendas against certain wrestlers who will say that, oh, Rhea Ripley's overpushed, this person's overpushed, blah, 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 blah. But that's usually not consistent with the crowd reactions.
Some people suffer from punk derangement syndrome. That's fine.
Yeah, they really do. The reason Rhea Ripley is pushed is because she's really over.
Yeah.
This is how it works. If the crowd...
Why is Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble? Look at his merch sales. Look at the reactions.
He's literally had 2 segments in a row where they had to start the music again so that people could do the yeet. The yeet thing is the most over thing in wrestling, maybe.
Yeah.
It's the most over entrance, certainly. So that's how it is. Some people have agendas against certain wrestlers. I mean, I have no agendas against any wrestlers apart from Ryback. So that's
fair.
Actually, Ryback's all right, isn't he? Is he? I don't know. I mean, he called us the Arsler once.
But he did. So. He did come to someone's defence recently, and you thought, oh, was it Punk?
It might have been
Punk. Speaking of Punk, anyway,
yeah.
He's gone after Dominik Mysterio. Everyone's really enjoying this. Not like really, but fun regardless. Obviously, that was Punk's first singles match.
Yeah.
He worked him around Christmas last year, of course.
Madison Square Goblin.
But he's appeared on Good Guy, Bad Guy. That's DC, Daniel Cormier, and Chael Sonnen's show, talking all about Dominik Mysterio, and his way with words is brilliant. I don't encourage this, but I'm shocked that people don't throw rotten fruit at Dominik, or at least toilet paper, because he's the shits. He says, listen, that mustache is a choice. That haircut is a choice. His stupidity is a choice. He could read a book. He could learn to read. He could be a better wrestler. He can learn how to run the ropes. He's terrible. And if it's because his dad is terrible, well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Everything about that kid is rotten to the core. He's got a nice sister, though. So that's nice for Aaliyah, I suppose.
Yeah. That's Buddy Murphy's kayfabe wife. I don't know.
I really like... Yeah, of course, I forgot about that story. That was weird. Bad. But all good stuff, this. Dominik Mysterio is just phenomenal as a heel, in my opinion. I thought it was going to be fun up until he faced his dad at WrestleMania, and then it was going to kind of dissipate after that. But it's still there every single time.
Still there.
He's brilliant at working it, and CM Punk knows what he's doing here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they should definitely book this match at some point, right? Like 8 minutes on a Raw? Hell yeah.
Funny if, like, Punk wins the Chamber and, like, Dom says, like, to prepare you for the main event of WrestleMania, why don't you fight me?
I'm going to stretch you out, boy. That'll be good stuff. Fun. It's a fun interview. I like it when people just cut loose a little bit. And he's obviously in character, but at the same time, it helps that Dominik Mysterio is a bit crap.
Yes.
Like, if
he was a babyface, he'd suck.
Yeah, this is it. And I mean that as a compliment that he's a bit crap, because he's fantastic.
He knows his
role.
limitations.
Yeah. But like as a mid-card stooge asshole heel, he's really good. So he's perfect for that. I would just book him against Punk. Why not?
Yeah.
You know who else? I'd book him against Omos as well. Why not? Bring the big man
More
back.
on Omos in a bit, by the way. Yeah,
let's do it.
Brought back from nowhere to sit in catering for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, absolutely. Strange one, indeed, but they should just book this match.
They should.
That's my point.
I think the addition of the mustache is fantastic. I think him and Liv Morgan, moving on from him and Rhea Ripley, just has worked wonders for everyone involved. I assume Judgment Day... Right now, if you push me, I think they're going to be involved with something with the Wyatt Six at WrestleMania. I think this is going to be... They're slowly dying out, aren't they? The Judgment Day, and Wyatt Six are going to put them out to pasture. But...
You notice they changed the entrance theme. Get rid of Alter Bridge.
Yeah.
Replaced it with whatever the hell that music is.
Stop getting Def Rebel to make your songs.
Yeah, just stop getting Def Rebel to make trap songs specifically.
Should we do a GoFundMe where we can all put our money together and pay out the rest of Def Rebel's contract?
That's so mean.
They have I'll admit they have a few good ones, but a lot of them are kind of based on what was already a popular song.
Also, even, like the Roman Reigns one is great, but it's the Succession theme song. What Succession, whatever that show's called.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks ripped that off too. Fair play, it's good. Great artists.
I miss Jim Johnston.
Me too. Big Jim. I love every Big Jim.
Jim Johnson.
Yeah.
I miss Jim Johnston too. I don't know who he is, but I miss him too.
Jim Johnson, Big Jim Uso.
It's like
Jimmy Hart.
Mark's calling out Jay Wright on Collision. Who you find?
Yeah, I saw that. Jay Wright.
Who you find in Australia, Mark?
Opening promo. Switchblade Jay Wright. He did correct himself.
He did.
Like he was, that's wrong.
Yeah, I'll kick his ass too, but I'll kick your ass, Jay White, in Australia.
Hey, Collision was great this week.
It was really good. Me and
Amazing.
Sid are going to be reviewing it as a podcast later on as well.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Moxley's promo was like the best Death Riders promo ever, maybe?
I think Holly Cameron should win the title in Australia. I'm just putting it out there. I think she's awesome.
She's got the backpack.
She's awesome.
She's got the songs.
Oh, yeah, really
Ride
good
the
stuff.
money
How have we got here? I don't know, but yeah.
CM Fletcher, Mark Briscoe.
CM Punk, yeah, that was an amazing main
Best
event.
AEW match of the year.
CM Punk joins the list of Dominik Mysterio haters. He's hated for a long time. Everyone has. It's great.
CM Punk is one of the all-time great haters of the business.
What a good... I'm going to have to watch that whole interview, by the way. Chael Sonnen and CM Punk having a chat. The DC being there as well. No hate on DC. Love him too.
What was it when John Jones and Chael Sonnen were having little wars of words? Chael Sonnen, who I believe owned a pizza place at the time, said something along the lines of, "I've got the John Jones special on the menu now: double chicken, extra cheese." It's good. It's good stuff.
Never piss off a gangster. I love him.
Some of his stuff has aged, not so well.
One of his catchphrases I'll tell you about afterwards. The people referencing it.
It's about the bus. The bus one.
Oh, the bus one's good.
Yeah, well, probably not. We should probably leave that one in the history bin.
Moving on.
And set it on fire. Jordynne Grace.
Oh, yes.
Jordynne Grace. She has recently signed for WWE.
WWE.
That's the story.
Yeah.
No, but the word on this one is that basically in signing for WWE, Jordynne Grace has effectively taken a pay cut.
Wow.
Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that her WWE salary is lower than her TNA salary. It means that the other things she was doing that she's had to stop doing since becoming a WWE star, bit of a loss of revenue. This is from Fightful Select. They were asked about this in a Q&A, and Sean replied, if you mean her OnlyFans, you definitely mean her OnlyFans, you gooner. She shut that down several months ago. She effectively took a pay cut in order to join WWE. She became a millionaire at one point outside of WWE. So yeah, Jordynne Grace is extremely successful. Bodybuilding, all that stuff. Obviously, her physical transformation is unbelievable, but she's competed in competitions on that side of things as well. So, like, she's an extremely successful person out with even the wrestling realm. So for her, it's probably like, well, I mean, it's the biggest wrestling company in the world. It's the peak of the field that I am most invested in. Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's not as big of a risk for her to take a bit of a monetary hit. Even though, let's be honest, if it's a WWE contract, it's probably really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be made up very, very soon, isn't it? If it's anything like Penta's presentation with all his merch, etc., she's going to be absolutely fine. A step back to go about 5 steps forward.
Yeah.
She is. It was awesome. I saw the footage of, like, interspliced of her doing the bodybuilding stuff when she was on Chris Van Vliet as like a Instagram reel. She is in incredible shape there. Obviously now she is fully focused on wrestling in WWE, and I think the general consensus appears to be she's going to pop into NXT for a cup of tea.
Yes.
But I mean, I'd say by WrestleMania, after WrestleMania, I'd have her on the main roster. You know, there's some of us that think that she should win the Chamber and face Rhea Ripley. That's good, but I think that's a big ask.
That's the Io Sky business.
Yeah.
Even though she's not really in a qualifier this week. But
I hope they get like a best loser one. Or
she could just like do the Carmelo Hayes gimmick and beat up Akira Tozawa and then get a slot.
Oh, poor Akira.
That might work. But yeah, she's great.
But Jordynne Grace is going to probably be NXT Women's Champion if she's sticking around there any longer than a couple of months, even though that women's division is stacked.
Yeah.
She's going to really benefit that division as well, in my opinion, because she's so talented. But yeah, this dip in revenue is very much short term.
Yeah, she's doing fine. She's doing really well, in fact. And she's one of the best. So.
Speaking of dips, people who have to dip to walk through doors include Omos and now Kevin Owens' massive son.
He's a large boy.
Just a bit of an update on him, really. He was already massive. I saw an article from about 7 months ago when he was 16. I don't know if he's 16 or 17 now. He's 6'8".
He's a big
6'8".
boy.
And there's a photo doing the rounds. You've probably seen it all over Twitter or Reddit or wherever.
You can see it right now, actually.
Oh, there you go. There he is, stood next to Omos in a Childish Gambino hoodie, making it look like they're two normal-sized people, basically. Like everyone else. I remember Simon Miller standing next to Omos doing an interview backstage at Wale Mania a couple of years ago, and he made Simon Miller look tiny in comparison.
Yeah.
He is massive. I want to see him versus Gary Barlow's son at WrestleMania. And if he ever does decide to, if he ever wants to follow his dad and become Owen Owens, or probably Owenstein, I'm sure he would not be short of suitors, because look at the bloody size of him.
It's crazy that, like, it was like 10 years ago when Kevin was sharing videos of his then, like, 5-6-year-old son, like, watching him on TV and stuff. That's how time works, actually. So it's not that shocking, but yeah, it's I like putting anyone who looks like a normal height next to Omos is crazy.
Yeah.
And Omos is back. I don't really know what they're doing with him. No. I'm a bit bummed out that his run in Noah only lasted 3 weeks, because it's like, if you're gonna put someone over there, let them stay there long enough so they can really improve, and then when they come back, they're really great. I'm a mark for 7-foot wrestlers. I just am. There's no two ways about it.
Tag team. Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. It'd be great. Why not? Probably because Owen probably needs to train first. But
you could okay. Let's work this out. So you could make them a tag team, call them Owens and Omos, right? Or Owen and Omos, obviously.
Double O.
Yeah. And you could give them David Otunga's old theme and just tweak it slightly. Oh and oh! Oh and oh!
Which one of them gets David Otunga's sweater vest?
Well, the other one gets a cup of coffee to walk around with the entire time for gimmick reasons, I suppose.
Why not?
Ridiculous. But yeah, Kevin Owens' son's massive, and best of luck to him.
Trio. O&O. Get Trent 7, 007. There you go. Boom.
There you go.
Boom.
And if you like that sort of thing, why not pay for it and see it live? We're going on tour. We're going on a world tour. Manchester, Belfast, Glasgow, London, and then Las Vegas for WrestleMania. We're following WWE as they do their European tour, of course. So do join us for all of these dates if you want to get tickets to that. WhatCulture.com/tickets.
Yes, indeed. Buy a ticket, take the ride.
Yes.
There are no rides.
There will be no rides.
No roller coasters.
I might give a few piggybacks, actually.
That's probably assault.
Okay.
So don't
Fair.
do that. Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Yes. Right, I think that's the end of the video.
I think that's it.
Right, secrets.
Ooh.
One secret from every year in WWE history. It's right here. Tickle that button.
Give it a click.
And have a nice day.
Have a nice
actually.
day. Hang on. Where is he? He's over here somewhere.
Mick Foley. Hello. There he is.
Have a nice day.
Oh, why?
Have a nice day.
Oh, it's the...
They're all saying have a nice day.
We've got the 5 faces of Foley. The famous 5 faces of Foley. Everyone loves them. But my favourite one is Chainsaw Charlie. That's Terry Funk.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.